You're learning a skill without an income ceiling. And in the next 50 minutes, I'm gonna show you the 5 Forex trading secrets that I wish I knew earlier. So you wanna become a Forex trader or a trader in general, and to be honest, I don't blame you, because after 8 years of trying to make money and after 4 years of attempting every single strategy and just not knowing what I was doing, I finally found what I was missing. And to be honest, if I knew this stuff 2-3 years earlier, I would have made over $100,000 a month. All right, so yeah, let's get right into it. Number 1 is trading during the right sessions. It means that, let's say you're gonna be trading Euro USD, then you need to make sure that you're not trading it during Asia session, that you're either trading it during New York or London. Why is that? Because each pair will have more volume depending on the session. So if you're gonna be trading Euro USD, I mean, just listen to what it says: Euro London and USD New York. There you go. And you're going to see that there's going to be deliveries of your bias happening a lot more often, making it so that your win rate is a lot higher. How do I know this? Because I've been doing this for over 4 years. And at first I was trading every single session for every single pair. But as soon as I realized that instead of losing 4 to 5 trades out of 10, I would then go ahead and not even lose one. And to be honest, you don't even need to go and do this, like see it like for yourself. You can just literally go ahead without losing money or wasting your time. You can just go with a replay tool and see it yourself and back test it. And you're going to see that NAS 100, the S&P 500, all that really only has most of its moves during New York session. CAD JPY is really only gonna have most of its moves during Asia or New York. So do yourself a favor and trade during the right sessions, because smart money does not want you to know this, but I'm for the people, so I'm here to help you and literally just make it so that you become profitable in a third of the time. Number 2, never hold a trade for more than a couple of hours. Scalping is the way. What does this mean? So if I enter at 6 in the morning, I'm not gonna be holding it until 6 at night. No, I'm literally gonna be in and out, because market manipulation is real. I keep on saying that. So the same way that you're gonna be trading on the right sessions for the right pairs, we're gonna be in and out in that same amount of time. With scalping, you're in and out of trades quickly, like I said, which equals lower chances for your money to get manipulated. And in that manipulation, right, how like it's never just an uptrend, it's never just a downtrend over time. But for the day, usually the bias will either be bullish or bearish. That's it, if it wants to deliver. If it doesn't want to deliver to your bias, then it'll just be chopped. And at the end of the day, it's probably going to be losses. So instead of that, we're in and out. And then the next day, even if it was a loss, we come back and we go and do it again over and over and over and over. And one of the most important parts, and I'm going to like skip this one, is that scalping gives you freedom. Why do we do trading? I mean, me personally, I trade because I want to have as much free time as I can, right? Instead of being tied into a 9 to 5, I'd rather just be in and out in the mornings, and then I have the whole day to do whatever I want to do, make videos for you guys, you know, go to the gym and everything. So for me, that's the main reason, because I wanted to be able to buy more freedom, more time for myself, instead of having to sit watching the screens all day, trying to manage a trade and just praying that it goes my way. I'm just quickly in and out. So for me, you know, that's what worked after 4 years. I used to, you know, just hold trades for like days or weeks, and those would most likely just be losses. But this way, I know if it's a loss or a win right away, break even, whatever it is, and I can move on, do whatever I got to do with my day, come back the next day, clock back into the trading, because, you know, I do think that trading somewhat is a job. But at least this way, you have a certain structure with your day instead of just being on the screen all day. And also, do not hold trades outside of their session. That also makes it so that the spread, you know, becomes bigger and everything. There's chances that your stop loss might get slipped, so it makes it so that you lose more money, which is also the reason of why we just trade during the session of the pair. Secret or rule number 3, before you go in and buy a course, find a strategy that works for you for free. And I know this is crazy that I'm saying it myself, because I do have a mentorship. You guys can check the links in the bio. I've worked with thousands and thousands of traders that were not profitable for years, and I helped them for a payment. Right? I'm not here to lie to you. You guys know this, but you also know that I have a full free course online. Everything that you need to learn about trading is in the internet for free. But how do you even know where to choose? Like, who do you choose as a mentor? And that's easy. All you need to do is watch as many people out there, as many YouTube channels, as many trading videos. Just choose the one that you relate to the most. you can see if somebody's lying or not. And I'm here to tell you that every single trading strategy works as long as you backtest it, master it, and know the numbers of how much to risk and everything in between. But you're not going to be able to understand what's going on if you're not learning from the right person, or even learning from somebody that you can actually listen to for hundreds of hours. If you can't actually lock into what they're saying and focus, then there is no point. So start on just watching as many YouTube videos as you can from different YouTubers. It's not really like taking notes of every single strategy, no, but just seeing who you can relate to and who is actually a good fit for you. But of course, it's not as easy for everyone. So for those that are struggling, they do end up signing up for my mentorship and skipping a lot of the hurdles and a lot of the trouble that they would encounter if they were just doing it on their own. Like I said, you don't need to buy a course, at least not at first. Find a good mentor first that you can relate to. Like I keep on saying, I'm gonna keep on repeating myself, because you have to relate to them, at least for me. And then you'll be able to listen to them for hundreds and thousands of hours. And then after, if you're still struggling, then go ahead and buy their mentorship, buy their course, whatever they have, but do not go and waste your money. Now, for number 4, and we're getting into the thick of it here, time in the chart beats everything. Not quitting is the key. Imagine if I told you that you were 10 kilometers ahead from like paradise, but you were too tired, or you ran out of gas and you couldn't just because you couldn't see it, you couldn't believe it. So you stopped, you quit. And that's what literally 99% of traders do. I mean, like, even I was going to do that. The thing was, I had no other choice. And a lot of you are going to have that moment where it's just not quite clicking yet. And you don't really know what to do, and you're trying your best, but you're going to ask yourself, I've been here for so long and it's just not working. And then you see other people on social media making it work in a shorter period of time that is taking you. But just understand that you are not them and they are not you. So they might be better or quicker at learning trading, or they might have gotten luckier with market conditions or something like that. But that's just their journey. And you should be happy for them if they did it before you. But just stay in your lane. You're going to hear that with everything in life. Just stay in your lane and understand that if you want trading to work, you're going to make it work. And that's what it was with me. I had no other choice. Trading is a patience game. And not because you're waiting for your luck to get better, because it's not about luck. It's about numbers and probability. You need to let your strategy and your numbers that you're going to get from your backtesting sheet, your data, play out. Just like with life, there's ups and downs, ups and downs. Same thing with the markets, with the charts. There's going to be ups and downs, ups and downs. But if you stay on DCN, you stay on buying the low, you stay on hustling, you stay locked in, you're going to see that it keeps on accumulating. It keeps on accumulating. And the highs are higher than they were before. And your lows are also higher. Same thing with the charts. Let the strategy play out. Let your equity curve play out. And I promise you that after a year or two, you're going to have to make it work. It's going to work as long as you have the same strategy. You have the same strategy. You trade like a robot. You come in there and you execute. 90% of it is just being there, not missing the trades and executing. You need to understand that you're learning a skill without an income ceiling. What does this mean? It means that you can make as much money as you really want. As long as you're executing, you're gonna make some money. And there is no top, there is no roof on how much you can make. You don't need to wait for somebody to give you a raise. You don't need to be there for 10 years for you to retire. No, you choose everything. As long as you don't withdraw and you keep on compounding and risking 1% of that compound, you're gonna make more and more and more money. Doctors go to school for literally 10 years to make $200,000 to $300,000 a year. And a lot of you think that trading is gonna take you less than a year to master, when you can make triple, quadruple, 10x the amount that any doctor will. So respect the skill that you're learning and know that you're literally making money appear in your account as thin air. Just think about your trading account as your savings account and imagine that money is just appearing every time that you make a trade. Every time that you win a trade, you take profit. You're literally making it spawn. So have patience and let your strategy play out. Last but not least, data, whatever you want to call it, is key. And if you're liking this, I'm going to take a moment to ask you to hit the like, the sub, and leave a comment if you really wish so. It really helps out the channel. I do this for completely free. I give you my full strategy, all my tips and tricks on how to make sure that you're mentally ready to hit the charts every single day. So all I ask for is that support on the channel, because you know this takes a good amount of effort for me to come up with all these videos and make sure that they actually help you and give you the knowledge that you need to become a profitable trader. And just as a side note, if any of you are struggling, you're following all these rules, you've been watching my videos, and you want to take it to the next step. You want to, take the shortcut and become profitable a lot quicker than what it seems like. Instead of it taking you 2 years, it's going to take you 3 to 6 months with me. And if that's you, then hit the descriptions down below and it should give you some type of training. It should take you to my website. Or you can go ahead and send me a DM on Instagram, link in the description. We can get you situated. But yeah, to go back in the video, last but not least, data, whatever you want to call it, is key. The key to everything. Backtesting is what gives you and analyzes your data for you. And this is what 99% of mentors and fake gurus won't teach you, sadly, that trading is a numbers game and a probability game. It's not about you being a pro, whatever. It's not, no. It's about you backtesting and journaling, knowing your data, knowing where to put your stop loss, how big your stop loss should be in pips, where to put your take profits, if you should be taking profits at certain levels of RR, at certain levels of the chart, or if you should be trailing your stop loss into profit. That's all given to you as long as you backtest and input your data into a journal, into a spreadsheet. But before that, you need to master the rules of your strategy. And after you've done that, you don't need to go and open a demo account. No, you don't need to go and waste money, like the pain of trading. No, you go and grab a sheet, you grab some chart replay software. It could be on TradingTool, FX Replay, it doesn't matter. You go back in time and then you can literally tap and go. See how the chart moved back then and literally just do the same thing. You get your high time frame bias, you go into the lower time frame and execute your trades as if they were live. You input them into a backtesting sheet and let the data do the numbers. Let the numbers speak to you. And after you've gotten 500 to 750 trades right here, that should give you a good amount of data to calculate and to know what the most profitable times are, what the most profitable pairs are, how much to risk, the most profitable ways to take profit, if it's either with trailing or actually taking profit at certain RR levels or certain chart levels, how big your stop loss should be in pips, like I was saying before, and exactly when not to trade and why not to do so. And last but not least, it's gonna give you so much practice with your strategy and so much practice with your rules that you've made yourself that you're gonna trade like a robot. Same thing, everything. Same everything every time. You trade as it should be. Never letting your emotions get in the way and just making sure that you don't miss any trades. If they're valid, you're going to execute, no doubt. You won't care if it's a loss, you won't care if it's a win. All you care about is letting the strategy play out. That's really it. The 5 Forex tips. 1, trade during the right sessions. 2, never hold a trade for more than a couple of hours. So basically just scalp quick ins and outs. 3, find a strategy for free. What does that mean? Really, you're finding your mentor for completely free. And then you decide if you can learn from them for completely free or if you want to sign up for the mentorship or whatever it is. Number 4, time in the chart beats everything. Do not quit. Have patience. Let your strategy play out. Just let it play out. Please, you're going to see the big difference if you listen to number 4. And then last but not least, number 5, data and numbers are key. Trade like a robot, execute like a robot, and just make sure that you show up. I think if you got all the way here, then you got what it takes to become a profitable trader. It's not the most fun thing to do, but trust me, after 2 years of being profitable and having the freedom that it gives you, I know it's worth it. And as always, thank you for watching and hopefully you enjoyed and learned a lot. Those are all the tips. I gave you everything you need to know. So I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace out. Pow.